Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be practicing your social skills. I got a quick email here from a guy, and I did another video you should watch of mine if you want to improve your social skills. Is a video I did, I don't know, 6-8 months ago called Improving Your Social Skills. So if you go to YouTube and put in the search bar Corey Wayne Improving Your Social Skills, or you go to Google and put that in there, that video will come up. And this is an email from a guy who's actually been practicing that, and he's got a few more questions. And so he says, "Hi Corey, I've been practicing what you told me to do, and I started with female workers in the mall that are 19 to 22 years old, and I asked them questions about the mall or products, etc. But I haven't started yet with ordinary women that are not working in the mall." Because basically what I tell you to do in the video Improving Your Social Skills is, if you're uncomfortable talking to women, is to go and start talking to the clerks that work in the mall, striking up conversations, asking them their opinions on things, because it gets you in the habit of just talking to women and people in general. It doesn't have to be only women that you go and talk to. The idea is that the more you do it, that you realize, wow, they're not going to bite my head off, and they're actually going to be pretty nice to me. And so it gives you some good experiences to build your experience and your confidence. And so when you spend a couple hours at the mall talking to random people, then it becomes easier to talk to regular people, not only the clerks that work in the mall, but just people that are walking around or happen to be in the store or at the food court or just walking around in general. And so he says, "Today I saw a girl that was beside the lake and she was reading a book. I wanted to approach her, but I didn't know how. I wanted to say, 'Hi, what book are you reading?' But I didn't think that is the right thing to do." And that's exactly what I would say. I would say, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "What book are you reading there?" And she'll probably pull it up and say, "Oh, it's so-and-so." It's like, "Isn't it any good?" And it was like, "Cool." And then you just say, "Well, the reason I came over is you're really stunningly beautiful, and I just want to come over and see what you're like. What's your name?" And let her answer. And she'll say, "My name is Jordan." And you say, "Well, hey, it's nice to meet you, Jordan," without volunteering your name. Now, why? Because if you're starting out at this level, this is super beginner type stuff, and obviously you're very nervous, and guys like to use the low-risk things, especially stuff that I talk about in the beginning of my book. Now, the reason why you don't volunteer your name is because if she has any interest in you at all romantically, or she finds you attractive, in other words, on a scale of 1 to 10, she finds you at least a 5. In other words, you're like minimally attractive to her, to where she'd say to herself, "I think he's kind of cute. I'd go out with him," kind of thing internally. So when she says, "My name's Jordan," you say, "Hey, well, it's nice to meet you, Jordan." And then you don't say anything after that, because she's going to say one or two things back. She's either going to say, "It's nice to meet you too," or if she just says, "It's nice to meet you too," but doesn't ask for your name, then it communicates she really doesn't care who you are and is not interested in you. But if she has interest, she'll say, "It's nice to meet you too. What is your name?" And if she says, "What is your name?" then you know that there's a chance that she has interest in you. And then you just start talking to her and asking her questions, and then you just say, "Well, you seem like a nice girl, but I got to run, but when are you free to meet up for a drink?" That's all you got to say. She'll say, "Well, I'm free Tuesday," or "I'm free Wednesday," or whatever it happens to be. And you say, "Great, how about Thursday?" Suggest a place to her to meet, because you want to make a definite date on the spot. And then before you leave, hand her your phone and say, "Put your phone number in there. In case something comes up, I'll call you. Otherwise, I'll just see you at the restaurant or the bar or the coffee shop, wherever it is you've agreed to meet." And then once she hands you the phone back, just text her your number and just say, "Hey, if something comes up, shoot me a text," or what. Otherwise, we'll just agree to see each other at the place, right? And she'll say, "Yep." And then you got a definite date. Just say, "It was great meeting you. I wish I had more time to talk to you, but we'll definitely talk tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever it happens to be when we meet for some coffee." And that's all you got to do, because then you're in and out of there in a couple of minutes. And that way you don't have to stand there worried, oh my God, what do I say next?" So he says, "I want to know how you are always happy. You said you like what you do." And I don't like what I do. I love what I do. I really fucking enjoy helping people. I love answering questions from people that are on the other side of the world. And based on my life experience and the skills and the tools that I've acquired throughout my life, studying the best coaches and teachers in the world and applying them in my own life, being a successful high achiever, I'm 42 years old, so I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience that can help you And I think it's just amazing that I can look into his little piece of plastic and glass and electronics and talk, and people on the other side of the world can watch it and listen to the words, listen to the things that I teach, go and apply it in their own lives, and go, holy shit, this guy Corey Wayne really knows what the fuck he's talking about. This is awesome. And change their lives. Not only does it change their lives, but it changes the lives of everybody that they interact with. And I love it. I think it's the most amazing thing since sliced bread. He says, I like to work out, but I only practice 1 hour a day. He says, how should I always be happy and confident and talk to women even when they are in a group? And when you're talking to a woman in a group, it's the same thing. It expresses a lot of confidence, and women appreciate the fact that you got the balls to walk up to a group of women and just say, hey, ladies, what's up? How y'all doing? What are y'all up to? It looks like a town hall meeting here. That's a great line to use to open up a group, because they'll all giggle and laugh. It's like, what are you guys all chatting about? And like, oh, we're talking about so-and-so or whatever, and ask them an opinion about something. Anything you want to know about. Or if there's a girl in the group you really like, just say, well, the reason I came over is you, point to the girl you like, and say, you are absolutely the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. If like they're all sitting down in a group and you're standing up, and I want to come over and see what you're like. And you just say, what's your name? And she'll answer you. And then same thing. If you're new to this stuff, then don't volunteer your name when you ask her what her name is. Why? Because you want to see if she has any kind of interest. And if she does, she'll say, well, what's your name? Or one of the girls in the group will chime in and go, what's your name? And just start talking to them. Just say, hey, I got to run, but I would love to sit down and meet you for a cup of coffee or a drink sometime. When are you free to meet up? Ask her that question, let her answer, make definite plans right on the spot, and just say, it was really great chatting with you ladies, and y'all have a great day, and get back to your town hall meeting, and I will look forward to seeing you Wednesday, or I'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday. Point to the girl that you like and that you're going to meet. Give her your same thing. Give her your cell phone, let her put your number in there, and just make definite plans. Say if something comes up, I'll give you a call, otherwise I'll just see you there. And then as soon as she hands you your phone back, then you can text her, just say, hey, I just sent you my number, and I'll see you then. That's all you got to say. Get in and get out in a matter of minutes. It's really quick, really easy, and just you got to practice it. And so what if you screw up? And even if you're a little nervous, just say, well, I'm really nervous because there's a whole group of women. I'm just totally enchanted by your girlfriend here, and look down at her and point to her or motion to her with your hand. And I wanted to come over and meet you because you take my breath away. Just tell her that. If you feel that, tell her that. Tell her exactly what you feel. Don't walk up and start talking about her nails or her hair when you're really thinking that she just blows you away. Tell her what you feel. Tell her what you think. If you're a little nervous, even express that too. That's okay. Because 99.9% of the men in the world have no fucking balls. They don't have the balls to walk up to a group of women and start interacting with them. And they'll all what you'll notice is all the girlfriends that are around them, especially if their girlfriend is single, they'll start chiming in and say, oh, she's a great girl, you guys are going to have a great time, or blah, 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 or whatever. And they'll really appreciate the fact that you walked over, and if she says, I have a boyfriend or whatever, just say, well, that's all right, he can keep you busy when you're not with me, or just say, well, hey, shoot me a text if it doesn't work out. I'd love to meet up and have a drink with you and have a chat. And then she'll say, yeah, sure. And if she really is interested in you, she'll pull out her phone and go, what's your number? But if she's not, she'll just go, yeah, sure. And you're just like, great. Well, you ladies have a great day. And then you just walk on, go about your business. That's all you got to do. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. So if you have a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet. And I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers, and I got to answer their emails first. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, which I highly recommend, and especially in the beginning of the book, it's got a lot of low-risk things that you can use to talk to women to gauge their level of interest before you risk asking for a phone number or asking for a date. And then obviously towards the end of the book, I tell the story of how I met one of my girlfriends, Katie, where I just literally walked up to her, just like I talked about, made a date right on the spot in under a minute, and that was the end of the conversation. And the next night I met her for dinner, and we had such an amazing connection that we were always together after that moment. That was effortless. That's what you can work up to. So on my website, underneath the email sign-up box will be a box that will have a link to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. And you don't have to have a Kindle device to read my book. Once you get to the download page, on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click, and it'll open up a window where you can download one of their free e-reader apps for your Android smartphone, your Android tablet, your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, or your PC. Only takes us a matter of seconds to download and install the app. And after that, only a few more seconds to complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.